Hello? Before we start, I just wanted to announce the bake sale happening outside in the kitchen. That'll help us raise funds for Camp Muharram. And if everyone can move up a little bit, especially the parents, if we can move a little closer, that'd be great. The kids are fine, just the parents, you're welcome to move forward. Salawat. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to Camp Noor's annual Children's Majlis. And if you have any relatives at home that would like to join us, this is being broadcasted live on Facebook from the Camp Noor Facebook page. So they're welcome to view the Majlis from there. We're going to start with an introduction from our local Sheikh, Sheikh Hanif. Please invite him with his own salawat.
Let me first address the children. I miss all of you. I really do miss all of you. And inshallah, I hope to be with you guys once all of this is over, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina wa nabiyina wa habib qulubina wa shafi'i ala nufusina Abu Qasim Muhammad. Ala ahlu bayti at-tayyibin at-tahirin al-ma'sumin as-sadiqin. Amma ba'd. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ajarakum Allah to each and every one of you. What a beautiful occasion. What a great opportunity we have. When we think about the saga of Karbala, it's about Imam Hussain and about those who were with him and those who were obedient to him. The tears come to our eyes, our hearts sadden, because the ones that tug at us the most are the children that were there on the plains of Karbala. Many of the children, some of them were as young or younger than these that are here, and just a little older than the ones who are here. But each and every one of those children, each and every one of those youth, they had one thing in common. That thing that they had in common was their love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the love that they had for Rasulullah, the love that they had for Islam, and most importantly, the love that they had for their Imam. The thing that we have to take away from all of the children was that when they decided that they were going to give their lives, they didn't say that I'm going to give my life for my father. I'm going not that I'm going to give my life to my uncle. They said, I give my life in the service of Islam for my Imam, Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. And as I see these babies with Hussain across their chest, it helps me to know that inshallah, that Islam will be in good hands from now and here on out. So I pray that you guys will continue to do the best deed that you could possibly do for your children, which is to bring them here to Camp Noor's school so that they can continue to learn about Ahlul Bayt, and specifically in this time, to learn about the ashab of Imam Hussain, because inshallah, soon enough, we are praying that we can all be like the ashab of Imam Hussain, by being the ashab of Imam Sahib Asri wa Zaman, Ajalallahu Ta'ala Kharaj Sharif. So I pray that you enjoyed the program. I know that I am. And please give a loud salawat for the babies. Assalamu alaikum.
So we're going to start with some recitation of the Quran. Please invite Ali Hussain, Farinaz, Maryam, Sarah, Zainab, Aliza, and Abbas with a loud salawat. They're going to be reciting Surah Ikhlas. Thank you very much, kids. Now we're going to have the translation. I'd like to invite Feroz up for that.
He is Allah, the one and only, Allah the eternal, absolute. He neither begets nor is born, and there is none like unto him.
Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Moiz, Saki, Salman, Dalal, Sania, Alia, Yelin, Isa, Shahzanan, and Ayan for the Bakery Hussain. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Labbaik ya Hussain, 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 Labbaik ya Hussain. Labbaik ya Hussain, Labbaik ya Hussain, Labbaik ya Hussain, Labbaik ya Hussain,
Another salawat for the children. Next, Kazim, Sayyid, and Layla Rizvi are going to recite, I will come crawling to you, Hussain. Please invite them with a salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
I will come calling to you, Hussain. They can cut my arms and my legs. They can take everything that I have. I will come calling to you, Hussain. They can, every day cuts me inside. I'm so really far from your side. I will give away these eyes just to catch a glimpse of your shy. If I have to cross the sea and every desert in between, I will come crawling to you, Hussain. I can take that I'm insane. I love my master saint. In this universe there is no pain that can ever keep me away. Every inch that I come this way, every beat of my heart will say, I'll come crawling to you, Hussain. I'll come crawling to you, Hussain. They can cut my arms and my legs. They can take everything that I have. I will come crawling to you, Hussain. If I lose my family and my friends, my life coming to an end. If I lose my feet and my hands, if I can no longer stand, if I stumble 1,000 times, if I journey 1,000 miles, I will come crawling to you, Hussain. I will come crawling to you, Hussain. They can cut my arms and my legs. They can take everything that I have. I will come crawling to you, Hussain. I will come crawling to you, Hussain.
Next, I'd like to invite Noor for a speech on the morning of Imam Hussain. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Please recite the salawat. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. When I say the phrase, every day is Ashura and every land is Karbala, what comes to your mind? This hadith is narrated by Imam Sadiq alayhi salam to teach us important points in how to shape our life. When I mean shape our life, I mean how to prepare ourselves for the difficulties of following Islam. Imam Hussain was killed on the day of Ashura on the land of Karbala. But there are more scenarios to this phrase. Muslims all around the world face what Imam Hussain faced. All the other imams who try to spread the truth. Every day is Ashura means we should be ready to sacrifice our lifehood if it is contradicted with Islam. Meaning that it could be our jobs, our families, our friends, anything that we have. We, the Sunday school kids, have to make, what kind of sacrifice do we all have to make? You all have to make this sacrifice. If yes, how? If no, then what can they serve Imam Hussain? And every land is Karbala. Means it doesn't matter where you are in the world. When you see Islam need you, you have to take action for it. When we live in Karbala, we face the day of Ashura in our everyday life. When I mean is that we live in Karbala, meaning all around us we see all the evil that lingering around us, as Imam Hussain faced in Karbala with Yazid and his army. As Yazid was cruel to them, Imam Hussain never gave up hope in Allah. He still had faith, and he even had less soldiers than Yazid, but he still won over Islam and spread it around the world. Ashura is not just a day of mourning our death of our Imam. It's the day that we see the sacrifices, all he gave up to spread Islam for all of us. If we cry just because we see everyone else crying, it's not like that Imam Hussain gave up everything for. So I'm just going to ask you all to think about what that means to you. Every day is Ashura and every land is Karbala. Salawat.
Next is another speech on the sacrifice of Imam Hussain. I'd like to invite John for that. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum. I'd like to start off by asking a question. On 7th of Ashura of Muharram, Imam Hussain was asked by Yazid's army to move his tents away from the Euphrates River. Why was this? Raise your hands. Anyone? Raise your hands. There.
So they didn't even get water for all 72 soldiers?
Yeah, no, but like, why did Imam Hussain didn't fight for it? Why did he just move? Anyone, please? Because he wasn't there to get water. He wasn't there to have food. He wasn't there to have water. He wasn't there to fight. He was only there to sacrifice himself for Allah and humanity. If he didn't sacrifice us there, we wouldn't be the Shias we are today. Like, everyone honors him. Mahatma Gandhi said that if he had the 72 martyrs of Karbala, he would have won independence for India in 24 hours. That's how powerful they were and how much impact they had on everybody. So because of Imam Hussain, we are the only religion or part of a religion that have a leader alive today. Like Jesus, he's somewhere else right now. Jews don't have a Messiah yet. Sunnis don't have a Khalifa. So it's really just us. So what does that tell you? That Imam Hussain saved us. If Imam Hussain hadn't sacrificed, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't be here crying today, and we wouldn't be here doing the good things. So
Next is a speech on the role of Imam alayhi Islam's family in Karbala. Please invite Alicia with salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
More than 1,300 years ago, Imam Hussain, the grandson of the Prophet, rode with his family to Kufa, Iraq. After the people in the city pleaded him to save them from their vicious leader Yazid. During his journey, Imam Hussein's caravan was diverted to Karbala, Iraq. There, Imam Hussain and his family were denied access to water for 3 days in the very hot desert. Yazid's army killed Imam Hussain and his companions and took the women and children to prisons where he tortured them. Why do we listen to this story every year? Do we really need to listen and cry for the story every year? Currently, the story of Karbala means more to Islam in the world than we just crying at majlises. Today I will be talking about why the tears for Imam Hussain aren't enough. Many people only remember and cry for Imam Hussain at majlises, but once they reach their homes, they forget about everything and continue with their everyday lives. The Imam didn't sacrifice his family and his children just so people can cry and then forget about everything else. He sacrificed everything so Islam would continue. If we don't care about what Imam Hussain did and don't practice Islam correctly, then we are just like Yazid's army. Yazid's army also practiced Islam, but they didn't practice it correctly and didn't care what the Imam was doing or sacrificing. We should continue crying and remembering him, but we should also do more than that. We should not only read namaz 5 times a day, we should read it at the correct time. It was time for us to pray, so the Imam got off his horse in the middle of the war and started praying. It was while he was praying he was martyred. We should always stick with the truth and what is right. We shouldn't become a victim of peer pressure and follow things that are wrong. Even though Yazid had a lot of people in his army, it didn't exactly mean that he was truthful and on the right path. Imam Hussain didn't have a lot of companions, but that didn't mean that he was on the incorrect path. It doesn't matter how many people support you, it only matters if you choose the correct path or not. Imam Hussain didn't have a lot of people supporting him, yet Imam Hussain was on the correct path. Every day, we should try to be like him and do the right thing. Labbaik ya Hussain.
Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to invite for eulogies Ayan, Musa, Mustafa, Amir, Ali Beg, Azim, Arbaz, Zain, Muhammad Bakr, Ali Akbar, Gazim, Rizwan, Nihal, Inaya, Layla C, Navad.
Go closer to the member.
I am Hussain her. I switched from Yazid's evil army to the Imam Hussain. I know that fighting for the truth will always lead to heaven. I'm Hazrat Ali Akbar. I'm the 6-month-old baby of Imam Hussain. I was so thirsty, but Yazid's army gave me an arrow instead of water. I am John Way. I was a black Christian who was a companion of Imam Ali. I fought against the enemies of Imam Hussain.
Pick up your candles. Pick up your candles.
I am Khalid among Mizahir. Imam Hussein's dear old friend. I could not bear being without mom, so I came to fight with him.
I am Jafar bin Ali, son of Imam Ali, brother of Hazrat Abbas. I was 19 years old in Karbala. I am Hazrat Bibi Zainab's son. I fought bravely to protect Islam and make my mother cry.
I'm Hazrat Muhammad, even though, I'm Bibi Zainab's son. Even though I was Shaheed, my mother did not get to cry for this. Salwan.
I am Hazrat Hud, Imam Hassan's son. To me, death and the way of truth is sweeter than honey. I'm a Hazrat Abbas. I went to the river to get the little children water, but using this evil army. I am Ali Akbar, the teenage son of Imam Hussain. I fought long and hard for Islam. I looked like the Prophet, but Yazid's army still killed me. I'm the son of Imam Hussain. I went out of my tents to protect Imam Hussain, but Yazid's evil army killed me and cut both of my arms off. I am Imam Hussain. Yazid's army killed me. I always stand for the truth no matter what. Bob. They killed my 6-month-old baby and my 5-year-old Sakina. Now I have no one.
I'm 5-year-old Sakina, daughter of Imam Hussain. I love sleeping on my father's chest, but now there's no chest to sleep on.
I am Bani, mother of Hazrat Abbas. My 4 sons were born in Karbala, but I mourn Hussein instead of my 4 sons.
I am Fatima Huza. I am Fatima Huza. I was 8 years old. My family was in Kabara. I am Lady Kulsum. Yazid's army snatched my chadar from me. They killed my beloved brothers and my cousins.
I am Lady Zainab. I am the daughter of Ali and Fatima. I am the granddaughters of our holy prophet. I stood up strong and proud in front of Yazid's army, and I always spoke the truth even when I was in pain.
I am Zainul Abidin. I had to watch Yazid's army as they paraded the women and children through the streets of Sham.
Please invite Nava, Inaya, Sumaya, Fizza, and Zainab for the Nohat love of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Everyone can stand up and do matam.
Hussain, Ya Babadillah. Hussain, Ya Babadillah. Hussain, Hussain. The love of Hussain will never die. The love of Hussain will never die. Hussain will live forever. Hussain will live forever. There once was a man who stood up for truth, protecting God's message and proof. His faith was unshakable. His love is unbreakable. We will never leave his side because he is our guide. The love of Hussain will never die. Hussain will live forever. Hussain will live forever. Hussein's promise to his grandfather to save Islam would be his honor, and so he set forth toward gaining eternal reward. We will never leave his side because he is our guide. Until this day, Islam stands up proud. Hussein's name was loud in all of the crowd.
The love of Hussein will never die. Hussein will live forever. Hussein will live forever.
This journey was fun, like no other. Standing by his side was his mother. At each step he thanked Allah. And then he reached Karbala. He will never leave his side, because he is our guide. He showed us the heart of sacrifice. Stay selfless and pure, enter paradise.
The love of Hussein will never die. Hussein will live forever. Hussein will live forever. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Next is I salute you, Ya Hussein, and I salute Father Washa, Sarah, Asiya, and Aliza.
Elisa, right there. Come, Sarah, right here. The other side, you see.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Next is Fazil and Kabir reciting Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
cheer for him to see it. Ya Hussain.
Ya Hussain. Ya Hussain. Mera nana Nabi. Meri maa Sayyida. Mera baba Ali. Mera bhai Hussain. Hami hai panjatan, meri kya hi khata, meri kya hi khata, meri kya hi khata, meri kya hi khata. Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani, kya Muhammad ke pyara nahi hu. Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani, kya Muhammad ka pyara nahi hu. Kya main zara kajaya nahi hu, kya main zara kajaya nahi hu, kya main zara kajaya nahi hu, kya nabi ka nawasa nahi hu. Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani, kya Muhammad ka pyara nahi hu. Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani, kya Muhammad ka pyara nahi hu. Mera nani ne kalma sitaya aur Quran tumko sunaya. Kalma sitaya aur tumko sunaya. Ke main nana kasaya nahi hu, kya nana kasaya nahi hu, kya main nana kasaya nahi hu, kya nabi ka nawasa nahi hu. Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani, kya Muhammad ka pyara nahi hu. Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani, kya Muhammad ka pyara nahi hu. O Madina jahan mere ghar hai aur masjid mein usgar qatar hai.
Madina jahan mera ghar hai aur masjid mein uska ghar hai.
Kya main asghar ne jaya nahi hu,
asghar ne jaya nahi hu,
kya main asghar mein kala nahi hu, kya nabi ka nawasa nahi hu. Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani, kya Muhammad ka pyara nahi hu. Mujh pe kyun band karte ho pani, kya Muhammad ka pyara nahi hu. Ya Hussain. Ya Hussain. Ya Hussain. Ya Hussain. Ya Hussain.
Next, I'd like to invite Ali Akbar, Minhal, Azim, Ayan, Zain, Bakr, Hadi, and Ali for Ya Shaheed Imam Hussain alayhi salam.
That was my light.
Ya Hussain,
Ya Shaheed,
Ya Shaheed Imam Hussain, Ya Wali Imam Hussain, Ya Habib Imam Hussain, Ya Ali Imam Hussain. We will plan, we will plot, we won't quit and we won't stop. We will tell, we will teach, we'll inform and we will preach about that war, about that split, about that tragic incident, about the head that was cut, about the leader who wouldn't give up. Now what's his name? Imam Hussain. Ya Shali Imam Hussain, Ya Habib Imam Hussain, Ya Ali Imam Hussain, Ya Shaheed Imam Hussain, Ya Wali Imam Hussain, Ya Habib Imam Hussain, Ya Ibn Ali Imam Hussain. Still our hearts fill with pain every time we hear his name, and our fists clench with hate against the enemies of Ahlul-Bayt. So jihad continues on, and the victory won't be long. Let's hold on to the cause. Fear no one but Allah, our Lord. Like Shaheed Wali, Imam Hussain. Ya Habib, Imam Hussain. Ya Ibn Ali, Imam Hussain. Ya Shaheed, Imam Hussain. Ya Wali, Imam Hussain. Ya Habib, Imam Hussain. Ya Ibn Ali, Imam Hussain. Ya Shaheed, we're with you. We won't run, fear. We have no fear. We won't hide. We won't stop the Islamic come. This is just for all Islam. When we run till Mahdi comes, then we'll know who is right. Until that day, we'll continue to fight for Ya Shaheed, Imam Hussain. Ya Wali, Imam Hussain. Ya Habib, Imam Hussain. Ya Ibn Ali, Imam Hussain. Ya Shaheed, Imam Hussain. Ya Wali, Imam Hussain. Ya Habib, Imam Hussain. Ya Ibn Ali, Imam Hussain. Ya Hussain. Ya Hussain. Ya Hussain. Ya Hussain.
Sumaya is going to recite Ziyarat, Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah. Assalamu alayka ya Nabi Talib Ayyukhal Murtaza Wasiyana